Oi, está tudo bem? Eu sou tu, mas no futuro. Eu vim para te avisar. Tu não podes entrar na escola. Como assim não posso entrar? Hoje é feriado. A escola não está aberta. Mas quem és tu? Eu sou tu, mas no futuro. Oh! É que tu não estás a fazer sentido nenhum. Que é isso que tens na mão?
Isto é uma garrafa de Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola em garrafa água.
Sim, Coca-Cola em garrafa água.
Desde quando?
No futuro.
No
Coca-Cola em garrafa água.
Coca-Cola? Oh meu!
Acredita em mim! Acredita!
Sai daqui, meu!
Acredita! Por favor!
Sai!
Olha, vamos ali. Vamos sentar.
Não vou a lado nenhum contigo!
Vamos sentar e eu explico tudo que há para explicar. Tudo. Coca-Cola e garrafa de água. Ok.
Eu vou contigo!
Ok.
Mas...
The unconscious contains habits, once voluntary, now automatized, and dissociated elements of the personality, which may lead a parasitic existence. That's an interesting one. I would relate that more to procedural memory. You know, so what you've done is practice certain habits, whatever they might be, let's call them bad habits, and you like those things to get under control, but you can't. So maybe when you're speaking, for example, you use like and you know, and you say a lot. And you practice that, so you're really good at it, and you like to stop it, but you don't get to, because you built that little machine right into your being, right? It's neurologically wired, and it's not under conscious control, and anything you practice becomes that. It becomes part of you, and that's another element of the unconscious, a different part. And then there's a creative part, which is that, well, you know, you're sitting around, and maybe you're trying to write something, or maybe you want to produce a piece of art or a piece of music, or maybe you're just laying in bed dreaming and you have all these weird ideas, and especially in dreams, it's like, where do those things come from? And even more strange, one of the things that's really weird about dreams, and almost impossibly weird, is that you're an observer in the dream. It's like a dream is something that happens to you. Well, you're dreaming it, theoretically, so how is it that you can be an observer? It's almost like you're watching a video game or a movie, but you're producing it, at least in principle, although the psychoanalysts would say, well, no, not exactly. Your ego isn't producing it. Your unconscious is producing it. It's a different thing. And of course, Jung would say, well, it's deeper than that. The collective unconscious might be producing it. It's in some sense, it isn't you exactly, or it isn't the you that you think of when you think of you. And that's the ego from the Freudian perspective, the you that you identify with, that's the ego. And outside of that is the unconscious, the id. That's more the place of impulses, and you could think about those as the biological subsystems that can derail your thinking, right? And that govern things like hunger and sex and aggression, and with your basic instincts is another way of putting it. And it's a reasonable way of thinking about it because these are subsystems that you share with animals. You share them certainly with mammals. You share most of them with reptiles. You share a lot of them with amphibians, and even going all the way down to crustaceans, there's commonality, for example, in the dominance hierarchy circuits. And so these are very, very old things. And the idea that you're in control of them is, well, you're not exactly in control of them.